country. I love Labor Day because all the stores have such great sales. What my husband calls a compulsion, I call my own personal stimulus package.
I love Labor Day because it's a chance to get a little extra time with the ones you love.
I love Labor Day because of my family's tradition of watching the Jerry Lewis telethon, huddling around the TV. It's one of our last great traditions, and I really look forward to it.
The MDA fired Jerry.
Well, I love Labor Day because, well, fuck you, MDA!
I love Labor Day because it brings back bittersweet memories of summers gone by. You know, the days before you start school and you go over your checklist of things you did and didn't do, and you think to yourself, gee, I got time, I got 2 days to get this all done. But instead you end up getting drunk and you end up in some strange bed, but that weird but familiar taste in your mouth and an aching neck and jaw.
Hey, Steve, why don't you take Monday off?
Hey, great! You know, I love Labor Day because it's one of the few days of the year I get paid to stay at home and pretty much do nothing at all. You have any idea how hard I work? I ought to get a raise. I ought to get a little recognition. I ought to tell you what I really fucking think about it. Did you say something? Have a great weekend.
I love Labor Day because it means that the summer is finally over. And people can actually put some clothes on. I mean, just because the sun is out doesn't mean you should go jogging with your shirt off so I can see your big man tits flopping on the
I like Labor Day. Hang out and there's not much going on in sports and stuff.
Chip, it's not the line. Did you memorize the script?
There's a script.
This is the second city this week. Anchor Melissa Okey. Special guest Marc Warzecha. Introducing Jerry Weisberg as Sumner. Sponsored by Molecular Humanism, the religion for busy professionals. Tonight's episode, Long Labor lost in 12 innings.
What a week it was! Speaker Boehner denied President Obama's request to address Congress next Wednesday because of an already scheduled Republican debate. The Speaker told the President he was just like everyone else and had to sign up on the bulletin board in the House break room. The President happily agreed to move the address to Thursday because his favorite comedy show is any debate with Michelle Blackman and Herman Cain. Although the President's speech on jobs will end before 8:30 p.m. on Eastern Time on Thursday, he will be close to overlapping with the all-important NFL opener. To avoid depriving Americans of any football in the future, the President will speak during instant replay timeouts only. Navy warships have been sent to aid northeastern U.S. areas flooded by Hurricane Irene. This is good news for residents who have been trapped for days without cruise missiles or 80mm guns. As the 10th anniversary of the September 11th attacks approaches, Homeland Security Secretary Janet Napolitano reminded Americans to A, remain watchful, and B, report any suspicious activity. Napolitano assured the public that anti-terror measures are in place, namely, reminding Americans to A, remain watchful, and B, report any suspicious activity. Although Libyan rebels have gained control of Tripoli, Muammar Gaddafi remains at large. So, we now take you to this underground bunker somewhere in North Africa.
Days. It is
been days since we've had any news from what's going on up there. What's happened?
Don't worry, great Colonel Gaddafi. I'm sure Abdul will bring happy tidings.
Abdul, my trusted courier. What news?
My great Gaddafi, I have devastating news. You may want to sit down.
No! I will stand for this.
My great Colonel, Beyonce is pregnant.
What? How is this possible? Her body is too bootylicious to have a baby. How did she announce?
At the VMAs, she had a baby bump on the red carpet.
Oh, that's bold. Who is she wearing?
Oh, I don't remember.
I have had some
Have mercy, have mercy! To bring us this information, Abdul had to brave the NATO bombings and the rebel horde.
Yes, the rats
are dancing.
Yes, yada, blah, blah, blah. Tell me, what did Lady Gaga do at the VMAs?
Oh, she dressed like a man. She kind of looked like Ralph Macchio. No, that's Karate Kid, more like The Outsiders. Anyway, like she did stand-up, and she called herself Joe Calderone, and she had a bit where she tried to kiss Britney with leather. It was really awkward. But I did that, yeah.
Oh, I tell you, that girl is crazy, and that's coming from me.
Great Gaddafi, the negotiations with the rebel dogs that have beset our country.
Listen, we are trying to take care of important matters, huh? So, Abdul?
The new cast for Dancing with the Stars was announced.
And?
They didn't pick you.
God damn it! What do I have to do? Who did they go with?
Nancy Grace, Ron Artez.
Oh, come on! I would have been perfect with those guys!
Great Gaddafi, surely you must be concerned about Libya and your future! This is the 42nd anniversary of the
Did they get my apprentice audition tape?
You made it past the first round.
Yes!
All right, well, until the rebels come, I'll be in my quarters.
Yes, great Gaddafi. Praying, of course.
Nah, Jersey Shore Marathon.
Hurricane Irene is heading right for us, and everyone's gonna be gunning to cover it. I'm not just talking about the ankle-biting local stations. I'm talking about the big boys with big balls. Fox, CNN, CNN International. But we know the heart of the storm is right fucking here in Raleigh, North Carolina. Right here in the KRAL-9 Storm Tracker 3000 Weather Center. Now who's with me?
So who's the lead reporter?
Jackson.
Me, sir? He's brand new here.
He's from Iowa. What does he know about hurricanes?
Hey, I've covered tornadoes. Jesus Christ!
You know why I smoked these, kid? Hurricane Donald, 1979. Winds up to 90 miles per hour, and that's when the son of a bitch was out at sea. By the time it hit land, it was a Category 4 with a bad attitude. The rest of the local reporters packed up their popsicle stands and went crying home to Mama.
But not Terry.
I grabbed a camera and I went down to Cherry Oak Pier and I went live.
Just a kid watching it on TV. Made me want to do this work. Live through the entire storm?
By the time I went live, the storm was over.
I don't understand.
Of course you don't. All the exaggerated storm coverage you see on TV today, Terry invented it.
The bigger the storm, the bigger the bullshit. You can't handle the exaggerated Irene coverage.
Oh, I know how to exaggerate storm coverage. I just bought an oversized rain poncho.
That puny thing? What did you do? Get it from Mickey Mouse at Splash Mountain?
Check out Kimmy the intern.
Now that's a KRAL-9 Storm Tracker 3000 Weather Center rain poncho. My God.
Okay, now what's going on here? Is it just some asshole behind the reporter doing this? Or is it record-breaking high-speed winds?
You guys play dirty.
That's right. All right. Suit up, McCoy, let's work on your wobble. Take this microphone, pretend you're on the beach and you're reporting live.
Okay. Live, Hurricane Irene is
Must not be very loud.
the storm's going to devastate the Carolina coast.
Excellent. Let that honcho.
The decibel could be into the hundreds. Hundreds of thousands. What?
Just wait from going backwards, Paul,
The storm's moving in strong now.
Hey, tumble.
What?
That like the wind knocks you down. Keep your board.
I don't know how much longer I can stay out here, but we'll be sure to cover for as long as we can. God damn it, it's back into the camera. He doesn't have what it takes. Well, if you're so good at it, why don't you cover the store? Because I can't anymore. They won't let me. What happened?
Hurricane Floyd. That's what happened.
I was out there trying to be like Terry. I was out there trying to be the best, and I blew it. I got up early so I could get the jump on KPTP Jacksonville. So I went out there. Sure, there were clouds in the sky, but the rain wasn't shit, and nothing but a piss drizzle all day. So I went live. I got my rain poncho on. I was in full flap. I was leaning hard into my wobble. I just did a full tumble around, and I was coming up and giving them estimates on the billions of dollars worth of damage.
Every viewer in the Tri-County area was buying it hook, line, and sinker.
That's Frankie, that's photo bomb.
The brother goes right there. I was just getting my bearings when a little girl came skipping through. And it stayed through the heart.
Frat boys.
Woo! Woo! My career was finished.
It doesn't have to be this way, guys. I mean, Hurricane Irene is a big storm. The coverage will speak for itself. You know what? I'm going out there right now. I'm going to get a camera and a pontoon boat, and I'm going to cover this live and legit.
So he's gonna be dead in an hour, right?
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much.
An NBC4 news van caught fire on the side of the 405 Friday. The station quickly turned the incident to its advantage by pointing out that they were first on the scene. 250 pounds of marijuana washed ashore at Ventura County Beach on Friday. It was about a tenth of what the surfers had already brought to the beach that day. President Obama asked the EPA to ease up on rules for cutting smog levels. He hopes more smog will cloud the eyes of voters from his lackluster performance. JCPenney said they deeply regret ever selling a t-shirt reading, "I'm too pretty to do my homework, so my brother has to do it for me." The retail giant admits that it should have read, "I'm too pretty to do my homework, so my boyfriend has to do it for me." Michelle Bachmann announced plans to release a book this fall, prompting SC alum David Steinberg to remark, "I think before you write a book, you should be required to read one." Speaking of Michelle Bachmann, on Sunday, she suggested that Hurricane Irene was God sending a message to Washington to cut spending. Here to defend her comments is Congresswoman Michelle Bachmann. Congresswoman.
Hi, George.
I'm Melissa. I'm just filling in for George this week.
Oh,
Melissa.
fun.
Yeah. So, Congresswoman, many people feel that your comments about the hurricane were out of line, and they have called for you to apologize.
Oh, George, I said the things I said as a joke. If you want me to apologize, I will. I'm sorry. Sorry, people don't have a good sense of humor. Hey-oh!
So, you were joking when you said that God himself caused a natural disaster which killed 45 Americans across 12 states in order to make a political statement?
Yes.
Good one.
Thank you, George.
Melissa.
Oh, no, it's Michelle. Oh, that's okay. You know, George, I have these things with people since day one. They just don't know whether I'm joking or not.
So, you expect us to believe that all of the crazy quotes we've heard from you was actually just you being funny? I mean, you being funny on purpose. Like, when you said that the Founding Fathers worked tirelessly to abolish slavery?
Just a joke.
Okay, when you responded to former RNC Chair Michael Steele's speech by telling him, "You be the man."
Funny because he's black.
What about when you incorrectly told a crowd in New Hampshire that the first battles of the Revolutionary War took place in their state?
A hilarious F you to Massachusetts.
Okay. So you're not just a Tea Party crazy with a learning disability. You are a performance artist. You're like Andy Kaufman.
Oh, one of my favorite presidents.
Aren't you worried about these jokes being perceived as a little bit insensitive?
Oh, if I was worried how I was perceived, I'd be holed up in my bedroom, stuffing my face with Twinkies and Prozac.
Congresswoman, isn't public perception a big part of winning in an election?
Oh, probably. I don't know if you've noticed this, George, but I am terrible at this stuff. At the end of the day, the only person that needs to know if I'm joking is the man upstairs.
I assume by the man upstairs you're referring to God.
Oh, no, the man upstairs is my husband, Marcus. He has a room right above mine on the second floor. We cannot agree on what temperature to put that thermostat on. And he's a raging homosexual. Jokes!
Michelle Bachmann, ladies and gentlemen. We now take you to this fictional show on a competing network.
Hello, I'm Anderson Cooper.
I'm Tim Gunn, and this is 180. Gentlemen, turn around. And tonight, we're raising money through fashion.
Many of you know me as a hard-hitting journalist, but what you might not know is that my mother was Gloria Vanderbilt, so fashion is in my genes.
So much tragedy in the world today. So we asked the top American designers to come up with a line that was based on world events.
All the money we raise will go directly to international charities like Greenpeace, Red Cross, and Habitat for Anorexia. So, if you see something you like, pick up the phone and make a difference today.
There are so many people suffering in the world today, Anderson. Let's get right to our first look.
Our first look is by one of the top U.S. designers today, Michael Kors. He was inspired by Hurricane Irene. As you can see, there's a bit of a haphazardness to this garment.
I love his use of raw materials to create a nice textured look, and no one can compete with his use of accessories.
The window pane is a nice touch.
I thought so too. That's a real story. Thank you.
Our second look is from Halston, who grew up in Iowa, so he's very familiar with the droughts that are currently ravaging sub-Saharan Africa and, of course, our very own Midwest.
Now, the draping here is a very strong effect. Now, if not done correctly, it could actually appear to be greasy, but this designer has such a strong technical mind. It makes a cohesive statement. Now, if you don't have the figure to pull it off, you can always tell why that's the perfection.
Very Charlie Brown Halloween.
I was gonna say.
Our third look is, of course, from Ralph Lauren, who's from New York, and he was thrilled when we gave him the challenge of creating a look inspired by the crimes of living strongman Muammar Gaddafi. Let's take a look. The challenge.
Just not seeing the cohesion, man. I mean, where's the struggle?
Yeah, I don't see Tripoli. I don't get a sense of inner turmoil here.
No. Brilliant.
Yeah, Ralph Lauren has really outdone himself. I mean, the message here is Gaddafi is amongst us.
Yeah, or else he's inside of us.
Stop!
You stop.
So, once again, fashion saves the day.
I'm Tim Gunn.
And I'm Anderson Cooper, and this has been 180, the show that makes you turn around.
stapling papers.
Sergeant got shot, sir.
Fucking Taliban shot me in the leg.
We gotta evac him stateside.
Not so fast, Private. There's nowhere to take him. The Congress closed Walter Reed Army Medical Center.
Why the hell would they do that?
Now, what can I say? Healthcare's expensive. Military healthcare's really expensive since, well, as you know, you can get shot.
I'll go get the medic.
Now you got laid off.
I'll get the nurse.
She's been reassigned to a comedy show.
What am I supposed to do?
The Pentagon has authorized me to perform all medical procedures.
You're not a doctor.
No, I'm not.
Well, you have medical training.
Are you kidding me? Do you know how expensive medical school is?
Well, look, Captain, with all due respect, I'm not really comfortable with this situation.
Oh, I see. So it's the fact that you got shot is my fault now, huh?
Sir, he's probably just delirious from the wound.
Nonsense! That's just a little bullet in the leg. I've seen thousands of those in my lifetime. I'm very familiar with legs, too. I've got 2 of them, so let's get started.
Do you have any medical supplies or equipment?
Read the chapter on too expensive.
Well, how are you gonna sterilize?
Well,
I've got a bottle of Purell.
Oh, problem solved.
That's not gonna prevent infection. You're about to stick your finger into my leg.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. Private bayonet. There we go. Oh, squirt. Oh. Yeah. See there. That's as sterile as a Hiroshima housewife.
No, you are not about to stick that bayonet in my leg.
You should anesthetize him, sir.
Sure, I got a half bottle of scotch.
I don't drink.
Oh, that's good. 1 shot will, like, knock you out.
Don't we have morphine or something?
Yeah, we used to have morphine, but...
Budget cuts, I get it, but I do not drink.
Okay, well, hey.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
Why are you doing that?
I'm trying to distract you from this.
No! What the fuck is wrong with you?
Hey, Sergeant, please, we need it quiet in the OR.
You just stabbed me in the leg with a bayonet!
Restrain the patient.
No!
Well, the good news is this wound is going to heal. He can go back to the front where he will have another chance at getting killed.
What's the bad news?
The bad news is I witnessed the 2 of you fighting. Get the MP.
I do not need to see your man tits flopping up and down.
That would make a sad Labor Day.
And ladies, I don't have to tell you that it wasn't a woman who invented Daisy Duke shorts. I mean, yeah, you can wear them if you want to, if you don't mind looking like a whore. You know, nothing says class like a woman walking around with her ass cheeks hanging out.
I love the food and fun of Labor Day, but the court downtown is closed and I can't check in with my parole officer until Tuesday. So I hope I don't kill again.
Ladies, you are not going to find that special someone with your pants riding halfway up your punani.
You'll find me.
I'm off Labor Day. I'm going to spend it the way the vast majority of Americans do. Stuck in traffic on the interstate.
And I love Labor Day because it reminds me how lucky I am to be a lefty. You know, a lot of people don't realize that Stalin had a madcap sense of humor.
I love Labor Day because this building is closed and I can take a day off from running Second City.
I thought Josh and Mark ran Second City.
If by running you mean surfing the net for porn and ordering takeout, no, I am the de facto artistic director and I know where everything is and what it does.
I love Labor Day because it reminds all Americans of what our veterans have done for this country. That's Memorial Day.
So, Tim, why do you love Labor Day?
Line.
subway system has added a 1920s-era train to promote the HBO series Boardwalk Empire. The meticulously recreated subway car features authentic ceiling fans, lamp-lit interiors, and whites-only ridership. Samsung released its new Galaxy device, which it describes as neither a phone nor a tablet, but something entirely different. Samsung executive DJ Lee explained, "We're committed to producing innovative devices people won't buy." A prototype of the new iPhone 5 went missing after being left at a tequila bar in San Francisco. The phone was recovered 15 minutes later, but by then it was obsolete and no longer cool. In other technology news, a South Carolina woman paid $180 in a McDonald's parking lot for what she thought was an iPad, but was actually a wooden plank with the Apple logo painted onto it. The woman said that while she was disappointed, it still turned her into an Apple user for life. It's Labor Day, and 12% of Americans are unemployed, which is why we take you now to this unemployment office.
It's Johnny Deep. D-E-E-P-E.
Oh, yes, I see you right here, Mr. Deep. Oh, so why is it that you left your last employer?
One of my colleagues tested positive for the HIV, so they closed down every porn shoot in Los Angeles.
And why is it that they didn't just use condoms?
Come on, lady. That'd be like shooting a remake of Casablanca starring Ryan Reynolds.
Well, you don't really have much, but how do you feel about delivering pizzas?
Pizza delivery guy? Piece of cake. That's like the first role they teach you in porn acting school.
Yes, I ordered a large pepperoni. Let me get you a tip.
Hey, how about I get you a tip?
Excuse me?
Come on, baby. I know you want sausage instead of that pepperoni.
Right, because I'm going to have sex with the creep that delivers pizzas.
I delivered pizzas for a whole week and didn't have sex once.
Yeah.
Working for a living is crazy.
Yeah. I do have something else for you, though, Mr. Deep.
Hey, lady. I'm here to give your pool a cleaning.
All of the other pool boys have been wearing clothes.
I'm sorry, Betty. I just assumed she wanted to have sex with me.
Thank you, officer.
I thought all those Bel Air housewives like to do it with the guy who cleans the pool.
Yoga instructors is who they like to do it with now. But you know what, Johnny? I think I might have the perfect job for you.
Welcome to CVS Pharmacy.
Why, thank you. I have to tell you, the chlamydia is really doing a number on the lady part.
Oh, forget those antibiotics. Go to the liquor store, right? Get a bottle of whiskey, a bottle of tomato juice, pour them in the tub, have a bath. The next morning, you'll be feeling as fresh as Justin Bieber's jockstrap.
Does that really work?
Worked for me 22 times.
Hey, what about my gonorrhea?
And I'm genital herpes.
Okay, whoa, one at a time. Okay, look, gonorrhea. What you do is you get some garlic, right? And you smash it up, and then let it go.
I can't! But shouldn't you be having like a rush of adrenaline right now or something? I should be! But I'm not. Maybe this will help motivate you. Save her!
And that's how I saved her. You know, you point a gun at someone and they'll pretty much do anything you tell them to.
Really?
Oh yeah. I'm doing it all the time now. Hey, Andy, can you get this thing to work? I can't, this copy machine. Yeah, you know, it hasn't been working all week. Fix it. It's all good. The menu for that Thai restaurant for me.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry, I don't know.
I'm fine to carry Well, what do you want? Third floor?
These days.
Yeah, but now everybody's doing it.
Go, spreadsheet!
Go to the proper channel. So I have for sure going to
Show me your bathroom. See? topics of today tonight. A real treat, former Vice President of the United States and soon-to-be best-selling author, a real American patriot, Vice President Dick Cheney.
Phil, glad to be here.
Or the left, a formidable opponent, best known for his work in Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer from the Island of Misfit Toys, Charlie in the Box.
Thanks for inviting me, Phil. I must have quite surprised to receive the invitation.
That's enough, Mr. Vice President. In your new book, please, Charlie. In your new book, In My Time, you really set the record straight. The fight against terrorism, the reason for war, the need for torture.
Someone had to tell the truth about what happened, really, during the Cheney-Bush administration. Bottom line, we protected America by being strong. I'm a strong man, Phil. I kept America strong.
I am in awe of you, sir. Charlie in the Box.
Well, Phil, where do I begin?
You know what? You don't. You don't. You kept us safe from terrorism. How do we stay safe with a Democrat in the White House?
While I disagree with everything the president stands for, I am glad to see him continue some of the winning strategies that I helped implement. Drone attacks, troop surges, and attacking a country that's never attacked us. It's a recipe for success.
I would follow you into war any day. Charlie in the Bag.
Oh, well, Phil, in my experience, to truly eradicate terrorism, you've got to deal with the root causes. The hopelessness and despair that drives these desperate people to violence.
Your experience.
Oh, yes, Phil. Before Santa came to the island and gave us toys a purpose, a reason to live, we too were caught up in the horror of terrorism. I'll never forget when my good friend, the train with square wheels, strapped a time bomb to his caboose and tried to drive it into the palace, but he never made it because he had square wheels.
What an idiot. Mr. Vice President, torture.
Enhanced interrogation, as I like to call it, yielded a lot of valuable information for us. None of that information helped us stop Al-Qaeda, but we were able to persuade some of the detainees to provide us with justifications for invading Iraq.
A gutsy move. Traitor in the Box.
Well, the Vice President can call it what he wants, but it's still torture. And if you talk to anyone who actually interrogated detainees in Iraq and Afghanistan, they'll tell you that torture leads to unreliable information, costs American lives, and makes us less safe.
You, sir, are a coward. Mr. Vice President, we've been at war for 10 years. Some people say it's wrong, costs too much in blood and treasure. What say you?
Phil, as you know, I pushed for the war in Afghanistan, the war in Iraq, and, as I revealed in my book, an attack on Belgium. No one likes war, Phil. That's a sacrifice I'm willing to make for as long as we need to keep America safe.
Box!
Phil, Mr. Vice President, we're about the same age. I take it you were drafted during Vietnam.
Actually, I was classified 4F because of my tennis elbow. So.
Unfortunately, I was deferred.
I believe you were deferred 5 times, Mr. Vice President. You said you had more. You know what just enrages me? When you chicken hawks start beating the war drums. While we were over there fighting and dying, you cowards were back here.
Oh, sure. You served in Vietnam.
Charlie Company, 3rd Battalion.
Good for you. Military service builds character.
It steals your humanity, Phil. It destroys your soul. I'll never forget my last day in country. March 2nd, 1969. We'd been humping through the bush all day looking for VCs. I guess I got a little sloppy and I stepped on a bouncing Betty landmine. It's how I lost my legs. And when I came to, I saw a little girl running towards me, and there was something shiny in her hand, something silver. I didn't care that she was just a child. All I cared about was my own survival. So I grabbed my sidearm and I took aim. And something told me to stop. Wait. It was a canteen. She was bringing me water. Her name was Long Sukso. She stayed with me till I got medevac out of there. And I swore one day I'd go back and I'd find her and thank her, and I did. After 6 months rehab at Walter Reed, I went back and I found her. She was all alone, an orphan. So I adopted her. She graduated with honors from Harvard Medical School and is now head of neurosurgery at UCLA Medical Center.
What's this salty liquid in my eyes?
Mr. Vice President, you're on the right. You don't cry on camera.
I've been afraid for so long. I flipped this top front. I'm a coward. A coward.
We're done here. We're done. When the next week we'll discuss Republican presidential candidates. My guest will be Carl Lowe and Lisa Simpson. Good night. This Labor Day, the American people are tired of spending.
The American people are worried about their financial future.
The American people need jobs.
American
people. Don't worry, sweetie. Even though our home was destroyed by Hurricane Irene, we are responsible, upstanding, tax-paying citizens, and FEMA will take care of us.
I know they will, honey, because we live in a civil society.
Not just a civil society, my beautiful wife. The greatest society in the world. The United States of America.
The American people will not tolerate more spending.
The American people need solutions.
The American people need to know their money is safe.
American people. I heard that Congress won't approve any further disaster relief funding without cutting other programs.
Don't worry, sweetie. The People's Congress won't hold our well-being hostage for their own political gain.
No, not in the United States of America.
The American people have said enough is enough.
The American people will not tolerate Obama's socialist agenda.
The American people won't allow another dime to be added to the bloated deficit.
Honey.
What?
How much does FEMA need for Hurricane Irene relief?
$1 billion, you shrew.
And how much did General Electric get in tax benefits last year?
$3.2 billion.
So if GE would have paid their taxes like we did, we would have a place to live right now?
I don't know. Leave me alone. I'm brooding.
The American people are sick and tired of high taxes.
Corporations benefit the American people.
Corporations are people.
Corporations are people. What was that? Is that FEMA? Are you here to save us?
That's just a flood rat, you insufferable wench.
Where are they?
They're not coming. And I'm all out of whiskey. And this is a loveless marriage.
Why would God do this to us?
There is no God. Can't you see that by now?
God loves America.
God bless America.
God sent the hurricane because America's spending is out of control. This Labor Day,
God
save
us all.
This is our girl singer segment. Lady Gaga debuted a new male alter ego at the Video Music Awards on Sunday. Smoking, telling raunchy jokes, and wearing a prosthetic penis, Lady Gaga's new persona has been dubbed Lord Jackass. This week, Irish singer Sinead O'Connor said she was going to use the internet to find a sex partner. Traffic immediately spiked on stickyourdickincrazy.com. As previously mentioned, Beyonce and husband Jay-Z have announced that they are expecting a baby. But this just in, Kanye West is claiming co-producer credit. Now, some have claimed that God sent Hurricane Irene because he is against gay marriage in New York. That might explain the 9 deaths in New York, but what about the other 36? To help clear up this logical discrepancy, here is Westboro Baptist Church leader Fred Phelps, a certified screaming lunatic.
You're all disease! God will punish you for your sins! How you doing, Melissa? Did you get the edible
wonderful arrangement we sent.
It was lovely.
I especially love the pineapple flowers.
Now, Mr. Phelps, you are best known for picketing soldiers' funerals with your signs, God hates fags.
It's our bread and butter, Melissa. Our merch sales are up 12% since we started putting them on toddler onesies. Go to the online store.
Can you then please explain to me how Irene could be God's punishment for New York politics when there have been dozens of fatalities in places that don't support gay marriage?
God hates a lot of things, alright?
Okay. Well, for example, there was an instructor at the International Semaphore Institute who lost her life.
God hates flags!
A dozen horses in Georgia.
God hates nags!
A busload full of Texas A&M students.
God hates Aggies!
Don't you mean Aggies?
Doesn't fit on a baby doll t-shirt!
I'm sorry about that. Oh, a woman drowned in her car, which was full of Gucci products.
God hates bags!
God hates bags. 2 carpet salesmen.
God hates shag!
A novelty joke shop.
God hates gags! We're probably pretty pissed right now.
Well, it's ironic that you would choose to incur his wrath this way. But anyway, 4 workers at a Marlboro plant in West Virginia
hold on.
I'm sorry. What are you doing?
God hates fags! British! You don't watch BBC America?
I know.
You're a fag lover, that's what they do! I'm sorry, it's Los Angeles. Homo adjacent.
How about the used clothing store?
God hates rags!
The Navy Judge Advocate General.
God hates Jag! Although ironically, he loves the CBS show of the same name. Also, the spin-off, NCIS.
Well, sure. It's true, God. Yeah, absolutely. Well,
God loves Mark Harmon.
We all do. Master Fred Phelps, everybody. And we take you now to this talent agency in Century City.
Okay, Miss Stone, you can just wait here in Larry's office. Oh, you can call me Emma. Oh, okay, Emma. Larry's a little delayed. Him and the other CA theatrical agents have a meeting, so can I get you anything? Maybe a Pellegrino.
Oh,
Oh my God! Jim Carrey, what are you doing here?
Oh, God. Well, I heard you were in the building, so I thought I'd stop by and say hi.
Larry's your agent too?
No, my agent doesn't actually work in this building. In fact, I'm not even rep by CAA. I was just in the neighborhood and I thought I'd come by and introduce myself.
Well, I thought that video you put on YouTube of you professing your love to me was a hilarious joke.
Yeah, that was funny. Look, if you're not doing anything later, maybe you can have some
I'm
dinner.
busy.
We can have some dinner. I know a place. We got dinner.
I thought your performance in the Truman Show was really fantastic.
Will you let me fuck you?
I gotta go.
Oh, and you use Perruccio one shampoo and conditioner. What a coincidence. That's just what I use in the shower. To masturbate.
Oh, God, you have away from that door.
Please, I have so much I need to tell you. Just let me say it.
Fine, you have 60 seconds, but then I have my boyfriend on speed dial, and I'll call him if anything gets weird.
Okay, trust me. I am not a weirdo. I play some in the movies and on those YouTube videos. Did you know when I made the video professing my love to you, I wasn't wearing any pants?
50 seconds!
Okay, look. Ever since I saw you in Easy A, I just had to meet you. Okay, I knew you were a beautiful and talented actress, but when I saw you up on the screen, I just knew that you were loving and caring, and I just wanted to nibble on your fluffy little nipples. See lactates! No!
That's it, I'm calling Andrew.
Oh, no, you're not! Stop screaming! I will pull down my pants and masturbate. I just want to stick my penis in your vagina.
No! I have a boyfriend, and by the way, you're too old for me.
Does it matter that I'm really great at eating out box?
No, get me out of here!
I'm afraid I can't do that. You see, this meeting was planned. Larry's upstairs waiting for me. He thinks I'm going to ask him to be my agent. Oh, and I cut the phone line before I came into the office. Now you can jump out of the 34th floor window, or you can come over here, pull down my pants, and sit on my wheel.
The door was locked.
You see what you made me do, Emma? Now we gotta deal with a dead body because Emma Stone is a cock tease.
You will never get away with this.
Emma, poor naive little Emma. I'm a huge, talented, wealthy Hollywood star. Don't you know I can pretty much just assault you and then ask me to host the Oscars next week?
Fine, but I have a movie premiere in 2 hours, so let's just get it over with.
Oh, I knew you'd come.
Oh my God, he's dead. I killed Jim Carrey. Imagine what this will do for my career.
At the track and field championships in Daegu, South Korea, favorite Usain Bolt was disqualified. You know what? If the man wants to run nude, I say let the man run nude. Okay. In other competitive news, Chaz Bono, the transgendered child of Sonny and Cher, is set to appear on Dancing with the Stars. This prompted DWTS to change the name of the show to DWTLGBTS on ABC. Researchers found that potatoes can lower your cholesterol as long as they are not consumed as fries or chips and they are not covered in sour cream or butter. In other words, this study was a waste of time. The Huntington Beach Ocean Views won the Little League World Series by a score of 2-1. The MVP was 12-year-old Nick Pratto.
Mom, Dad!
There's our little champ. Come give your dad a hug.
Oh, Dad, you don't give hugs. Not even to Mom.
And it scarred me for life. But go ahead and hug him. It's not every day your son hits that game-winning hit in the Little League World Series.
It was just a hit.
Oh, it was the hit that won the game, son. You're a champion now, and you deserve to be treated like one. Janie?
Yeah, Dad.
Move out of your room. It's Nick's room now.
But I need the light from the window with my eyes because they have glaucoma.
And Nick needs the light from the window to look at his trophy. Move it along.
Nick, I was thinking, since I'm a battered wife and all, I'm just going to be just as subservient to you as I am your father. So, just name whatever you want for dinner and I'll make it.
Oh, pizza?
Okay.
You know, Nick, you're a man now, and if she ever gives you any lip, just show her the back of your hand, all right? You're a champ. You do whatever you want.
Awesome, Dad.
Is this the home of Nick Pratto, the boy who had the game-winning hit in the Little League World Series?
Yes, it is.
I'm some rich guy from somewhere unimportant to this scene. Here's $1 million just for winning.
$1 million!
Would you look at that? Janie, come down here and do your brother's foot rest. You're a champ now, slugger.
Nick, I'm here to have sex with you because you're a world champion.
But I'm only 12.
Nick, come over here, son. Listen, I know that we're not that close. You probably have a lot of resentment towards me for never being there, but that's all going to change now that you're a world champion. You see that woman over there? She wants you to crawl inside of her. You know why? Because you are the champion. You got to relish this moment while you can, because next year there will be a new champion. It'll be his turn to crawl inside of her.
Okay, Dad.
Nick, I made your pizza. I'm an actor that loves Labor Day because it reminds me that I belong to 5 unions. None of which have got me any work, so I don't know why I said that.
I love Labor Day because it will be my first holiday as an American.
Great, Colonel Gaddafi, the plastic surgery is a success.
Yes, I look just like the American character actor Robert Chan.
It'll be easy to blend in.
Even easier to fade into obscurity. Is the truck all full?
Yes, great Gaddafi.
All right then. Well, let's move to Beverly
Hills, that is.
Where is my album of Condoleezza Rice pictures?